Hi everyone, Ukraine's here, and I'm Rick, here with you two guys. Hello, if someone is there. Jed is joining me, nice. Only as a viewer now, but it's not gonna be long until he joins me in a dialogue. Just a second. Jed, where's your request? Hi, Mini Mai? Okay, now Jed's joining. I said yes, go live, but it's still not working. It's working now.
Yo.
Hi, Jed.
How you doing?
Hey, nice red hat.
Yep. Summertime.
How do you call these types of hat there?
Bucket hat.
Bucket hat.
Yeah, like a bucket.
We call it, yeah, like a bucket, I know. We call it Panama in here.
What's that mean?
It's like a country, Panama. You
okay.
know.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, never mind.
Maybe our people, I mean, local people, first saw these heads there, bucket heads,
Okay.
and they started call it Panama.
Mhm.
Who knows?
Who knows?
So how was your week, Jed?
Busy. Too busy, but it's the weekend now, so can't complain. Start again tomorrow. Do it all again. How about you?
Oh, it was busy too, and I don't know, I'm tired. Anyway, I'm taking myself a little break from work, a
Nice.
week of day off. Yeah, I'm just gonna rest a bit. Maybe we'll have some small adventures, like trying something new.
Yeah.
Just nothing big. Still gonna be in the city because moving around the country is kind of not easy these
Yeah.
days,
Yeah, exactly.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it was actually not a week full of happenings and some yeah, not many news. This is why I was really not sure what should I be talking about today, but I have some topics. We have a couple of great news in here, like great, not great, but big.
Yeah.
And what do you think is the biggest of news will be? Any thoughts?
Well, I don't know, but I was just like seeing what I was seeing on like Kyiv Independent. I was seeing about jets, the possibility of jets being brought in from the United States, but then I heard it might not be happening now. So, don't know what's going on with
Yeah.
that.
Okay. The biggest news is that Ukraine signed that treaty about grain transportation
Oh,
from
okay.
our ports. Yes. So what happened there? It's not an easy case, and yeah, let me see my notes. I'm also a bit tired right now, so it's not gonna be the I guess that energetic as it was the last time, but I'll try my best.
That's okay.
So yes, and an agreement to deblock our ports been signed on Friday, 22nd, so 2 days ago.
Nice.
Remember, I told you it's going to be signed on Wednesday, but
Yeah.
they were keeping it for Friday, and it was only signed on Friday. So an important thing is that Ukraine didn't sign an agreement with Russia. It signed an agreement with Turkey, and I'm not sure if UN is in that agreement, but UN is going to be overseeing the process. Like they are like the organization who is making it possible and making everything working. Well, Russia signed the same agreement with Turkey and UN. Okay. So we don't have Ukrainian signs as like not signs. How do you call this?
What do you mean? Describe.
When person is making a sign.
Yeah.
How do you call this?
Signing it. Yeah. Signing an agreement, signing a declaration, signing a contract. But we just call it signing.
Signing a contract.
Yeah.
I mean, not the process of it, but the
signature.
The signature. Yes, definitely. The word is signature.
Yeah.
Thank you. So there's no Russian and Ukrainian signatures near each other. This is why it's gonna be like not like Ukraine is not Russia, and Ukraine they don't have any obligations to each other.
Yeah, no direct agreement was made between them, right?
Yeah, it's kind of tricky situation, and it's super risky, and we don't know what's gonna come from it, if it's gonna really work. But what do we know for now? That some overseeing groups will be made that is going to be consistent of Turkey, Ukrainian, and Russian representatives. They're going to be overseeing the process and organizing it, and the first shipments will be done, they are saying, in a couple of weeks already.
Oh, nice.
And this means there's going to be no demining, and safe fairways will be used as corridors. So I assume Russia will provide those corridors, like they will say, they have the mining maps, and they can say, oh, look, there is the path you can safely cross. But there's also a problem that Russia can lie with that and send the ship directly to the mines.
Yeah.
It's the first thing. Second thing, yesterday, less than 24 hours after signing this agreement, Russia struck one of our biggest ports. I guess not one, the biggest port left in Ukraine. It's Odessa. So they launched rockets, like 6 of them, and 4 of them were got down by our anti-missile systems.
Okay. How many did they launch? How many? Sorry? 6 launched,
4 and only 2. Yeah, 4 were destroyed, and 2 landed in the port, and they didn't get to ships, but they strike a pumping station. It will also affect how hard will it be for us to transport it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not to transport it, but maybe to put it on the ships, grains and oil and stuff. Well, there's too many risks, but I guess it's even if it's gonna work partially or it's gonna work hard, it's already a victory for Ukraine, because making agreement with Russia, it worth nothing. I mean, Russian signature under anything doesn't mean they're gonna do their parts, but it's still something. Let's see if it works. Fingers crossed. We all need this, because it's gonna be $1 billion each month for our economy. Almost, not a billion, but around $1 billion for our economy each month. Yeah. We have, by the way, we have $5 billion budget. Shit, I forgot the word. Let me check.
Okay.
Yeah, wasting my time, but we don't have many topics today, so we can just translate words.
I'll leisurely scroll through it. No big deal. You're tired anyway. No extra pressure.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
Deficit. Do you have this word?
Yeah, deficit. Yeah.
Deficit, yeah. So we have 5 billion deficit of our budget, and 1 billion will be 20%
Yeah.
of the deficit. So it's already something that's going to help us. Well, our currency, hryvnia, it started to go down last week. It was already 37 hryvnias on the black market for $1, but now it's already 40, and situation is getting a bit worse. We have a huge inflation in here, so with each month it's going to be getting worse and worse. I mean, the prices will go higher and the dollar will be more expensive in here. This is why it makes our economics suffer, and our people suffer too. This is why the hard is yet to come, unfortunately. I mean, the worst.
Yeah.
But yeah, me personally, I'm earning in dollars, so I'm not gonna feel it in 1 or 2 months. I mean, the inflation, but after that, definitely I'm gonna feel it, because even not seeing, I mean, not considering the exchange rate,
Yeah.
prices will go up anyway. Yeah. So this is another problem we're facing in here. By the way, there's no deficit of fuel in here anymore. I guess the market is finally full of it. This is why this situation is better than it was before, but the prices will go high, will go up because of the currency, and yeah, this is something I'm gonna tell you in a month, let's say, how the situation will be. But today price is still like it was 3 days before, when our government unfixated the price, and they were fixating the price of dollar in here to stabilize our economy, and now they're gonna unfixate it. No. They fixated the new price. It was 29 hryvnias for $1, and now it's 36, like 25% up in one time. This is gonna make all the retailers make their prices 25% higher, like in one moment almost. Yeah, so we're expecting prices to go up pretty soon. This is not good, but what else do we have?
Yeah.
Do
you guys get like a monthly report of like a percentage of inflation over the past 12 months? Because I know in Canada and in the United States, we get like a publicly published report of like what the inflation is that month, but like it's that month compared to the last 12 months, right? So we get like a percentage increase over the past 12 months, but every month. Do you guys get a similar report?
Well, yeah, we get kind of this report. The last one we got was 30%. Inflation got to 30%.
Holy fuck, dude. Oh man,
it's crazy.
Almost 10% here, and I thought that was fucked. Like,
unfortunately, war is making inflation above the sky.
Yeah,
because 20% of our territories are occupied, and
yeah, the economic hit is just absurd, right? Because most of your guys is like, you know, just economic like generation is through export, right? So especially with all the ports being blocked, it kind of just fucking strangleholds the economy.
Yeah, no. So it's really hard for economy, and investors are not really ready to invest anything.
No, they're not confident in that market right now, which is, you know, understandable from their perspective, but it doesn't help.
It doesn't help. Anyway, like many of our partners in Europe and around the world, the countries, I mean, they are optimistic in this. With Ukraine, we need to be optimistic, and uh, there was a conference in Lugano. I don't know how it's in English, somewhere in Europe, and there was a big conference for. It was not for donors, but for experts to see the plan that Ukraine represented there. The plan to rebuild our countries. We have an ambitious plan to have like $750 billion in 10 years.
Yeah.
In 10 years, it's like still a huge sum of money, and I don't think that it's going to be really easy. Oh, we have Gideon joined us. Hi, Gideon.
Hey, good.
Glad to see you. And what else? This is why, yeah, but I guess they are interested in investing in Ukraine, but only after war ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, before that, it's still frozen and still super fragile. I mean, our economy, and it's only gonna be degrading. Inflation will grow and grow. Yeah, this is why we need this war to be finished pretty fast. And unfortunately, most of how do we call this? We have a word, prognos. Let me check. Forecast.
Okay.
Prognosis.
Yeah.
Prognosis.
Yeah. Prognosis.
I guess.
Are you talking like an
prognosis?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not economic. I mean, about the war, the prognosis is that it's gonna last for at least a year more, maybe.
Oh, gotcha. More. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And this is why, yeah, this is not really comforting.
No.
Yeah. What else? I wanted to tell you the story about one famous drone. You maybe don't hear around the world, but here in Ukraine, it's pretty famous. Did you hear about the drone Bayraktar?
No.
It's a Turkish drone. It's a, you know, this drone can help missiles on board.
Oh, okay.
So it's
UAV drone, right? Like for targeting.
UAV drone.
Yeah.
Yeah, for targeting. Yes, this dude is like a middle size. I don't think it's how do you Reaper. You have not USA has that huge drone Reaper, and this Bayraktar is like a smaller version of Reaper. It's not just for reckoning, not those drones who are like quadrocopters. We have such a word in here. This one is a military drone, and it can launch missiles. I guess it can fly like 8 kilometers high. It's pretty high. And so it's unreachable to some anti-air
artillery and whatever.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Systems. So this Bayraktar was sold to us before the war by a Turkish company Baykar, and this company, it produces drones constantly. And this drone became very popular in Ukraine because in the first days of war, we had many footages of these drones destroying Russian vehicles and on the ground.
Yeah.
So it became like shit. People's how do you call it? Then this translation difficulties again.
What do we like?
Okay. What?
I said, can you describe?
I already forgot, but peoples, like something like peoples that is spread around the people and becoming something like
a legend.
Like a legend, yes.
Yeah.
Let me check. Folk, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
Like
becoming a folklore. Do you have a word
yeah.
for?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now Bayraktar is kind of a part of a folklore.
That's cool.
So yeah, we have song about it in the first months of war in here.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny song. It's like something that Russian tried to sip their. They have such a dish you know, it's like a soup. So they were trying to sip their soup in the bushes, but Bayraktar sees them from above and strikes, and yeah, something went wrong with their ugly dish. So yeah, so it's something funny like that, something easy. Yeah, and this Bayraktars been becoming a huge voluntary topic lately. You know, it began with Lithuania, who started to gather money around their country for Bayraktar for Ukraine, to gift Ukraine, yeah, to gift Ukraine with Bayraktar, and they it costs let me think, $2.5 million. One Bayraktar cost $2.5 million, and they bought one. I mean, they gathered money for one in 2 days.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it was. Yeah, this was super fast. We were impressed, and when Lithuania gave the request for one Bayraktar to the company Baykar said, we gift you this drone, you don't have to pay money, and that $2.5 million you spend on humanitarian aid for Ukraine.
Oh man.
So yeah, this is a huge and impressive charity, and a bit touching, to be honest, because I'm really touched with that, and most of our citizens too. So what happened next? After Baykar gifted that drone, it actually arrived like this week. No, the previous week. It arrived to Ukraine, and this drone, I guess, it started to kill Russians. Finally, this is why we're pretty happy. And what else? Next, here in Ukraine, we have a famous volunteer who is also a bit of a politician, and I guess he was a media guy too. He's pretty famous, and he started to, I mean, he had a voluntary base, another base. Let me check the word. Translator, I need you. Headquarters, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
HQ, voluntary HQ, well, it's maybe the different definition here for this word, but okay, he has his foundation, yes.
Yeah.
And it started working like extra bigger numbers of equipment and of aid when this war began. Like, for example, he was buying, let's say, humanitarian aid for Ukraine before the full-scale invasion. It was $1 million per month. Now he is doing $100 million per month.
Yeah.
Well, it's just hypothetically, not sure. I mean, the sizes, like not even 10 times more, maybe 100 times more, because our front needs a lot more than it was before. Because we had a war before 2022. It was lasted for 8 years, and 7 years of those 8 years, this was a frozen conflict. It was like a position in war. Both sides were at the same points. They weren't moving, and there were no attacks. Like no one was trying to break the defense lines. Yeah, this is why that war was like super frozen, and last, I guess, 3 years there was not even a lot of shelling of both sides. This is why this was not that hot. And this dude, coming back to that situation with Bayraktars, this dude, whose name is Serhiy Prytula. Prytula is his second name, so he's famous by the name Prytula. So his foundation launched the gathering for 3 Bayraktars. I mean, the money funded. Yeah. How do you call it? Fundraiser. Yeah. They launched this fundraiser and started gathering money here in Ukraine, and they called it the Folk Bayraktar.
Oh, nice.
Bayraktars, because there was 3 of them. So we needed $6.5 million, not billion. I guess I'm messing with numbers in here, but let's say $5 million, because I'm not sure if I'm right. 5.5. Let's say this number. So we gathered it in 2 days here, because here in Ukraine, it's more people. Even I myself donated for those Bayraktars and all my friends, because it's a really false Bayraktar when we gathered with all our people. This is why this was really fast. And same story. Baykar is gifting us 3 Bayraktars, and that money we gathered, it's not going to be spent on humanitarian aid. Prytula Foundation is currently having their negotiations with our state of defense, what to buy. This is a secret information for now, and we're gonna know about it, I guess, in a couple of weeks, maybe in a month. What are they gonna buy? But they said they will be surprised, and will be like in a good way, surprised in a good way. So yeah, Bayraktar is actually a very impressive weapon, a drone that is a Folks drone right now in here, though it's Turkish drone. And this week, I don't know if it was a CEO of Baykar, the company who produced Bayraktar, they said that it was a dude, yeah, he said that they are not planning to sell them to Russia. You know, Turkey is a country who is a friend with everyone, and they're helping Russia too, but Baykar said that they're not going to be doing that. And yeah, they actually showed a huge support. This company showed a huge support only to Ukraine in this war. This is why I don't think that they are even a government facility.
A privately owned corporation by the sounds of things.
Yeah, this is really great. Yeah, now you know what Bayraktar is, and you know how it is known in here. And well, it's a huge, like, by the way, this week Canada started gathering for Bayraktar for Ukraine.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, so if you want to help with that, just maybe donate $1 or something, just symbolically.
I'm going to look up that
at least
campaign right now while I've...
yeah, and Norway started together for their Bayraktar for Ukraine too. It was a week ago, I guess. So you see, this is a flash mob that is really going around the world, and it's super awesome. And if every country in the world will buy us a Bayraktar, we're going to have a little army of drones in here. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
it's pretty awesome. They're expendable too, unfortunately. I guess we lost some of Bayraktars during this war already, but we will take more.
Yeah,
Oh, Gideon asked you to post the link.
Yeah, I'm going to. Can we post links in the chat in the IG Live? If not,
I guess, yeah. Try to do it.
Yeah, I gotta find the link first here. I'm looking.
Okay.
Want to make sure I'm finding the right one.
About the weapons, there's that system HIMARS that I told you about. Let me type it in the chat so Gideon can see how it called too. Yeah, so actually it's an abbreviation. I guess HIMARS stands for, I'm not gonna try to de-abbreviate it. I can actually do a Google search, a fast one, because I'm really interested in how it is deciphered. Yeah. High mobility artillery rocket system.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
High mobility artillery rocket system, HIMARS. So these HIMARS is a game-changing weapons that helped us to really struck Russians for the last 3 weeks. Their bases, like headquarters of their military, and the warehouses of their shells and rockets. Yeah, I see the link, but can I? Yeah, I can actually.
Can you click it?
No, when I'm clicking it, it's just telling me, it's giving me the options of report comment, remove from live video, block.
They think I'm spamming. They think I'm a bot.
Yeah, but maybe, I guess you can just type it.
Yeah, I can send it to Gideon after the chat too, just via message.
Yeah.
Be able to click it that way. So.
It's a great idea. Thank you, Jed.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, so about those HIMARSes, they really slowed down the word. Let me check it. Oh no, not that language. Offensive? Attack?
Yeah.
I guess offensive is like the process.
Yeah, well, it's just the opposite of defensive, right? So, like, offensive would mean to be like, actually attacking, right? So.
An offensive of Russian forces. So these HIMARSes, when they were given to Ukraine, they stopped Russian offensive. They really stopped it because they conquered 2 of our cities in the east. Severodonetsk and Lysychansk. You remember I've told you about them?
Absolutely.
After that, they were about to go to the next ones. There's Kramatorsk, Slavyansk, Bakhmut. They are not big, but they were next in line. And they stopped. They cannot go closer to them because we started to strike our military. We started to strike their warehouses of shells for their artillery and for their multi-rocket launcher systems. And they stopped. They cannot go further. So this was a game changer. This is why, thanks to them, we can also now go to the counteroffensive in the south of our country. We really started to move closer to Kherson and I guess our military, our counter-attack, big one, finally started there. It was promised like months ago, but it's still a secret information. We don't know much about that, and it's to help our military, because if we'll spread information, it can help the enemy.
Yeah.
This is why we need to get less information.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we Ukrainian people need to be patient, and let's one day, I guess, I hope in a month, we will hear that Kherson is freed by Ukrainian army, and it's going to be a great celebration here. Kherson is the only one regional center that was taken by Russians on a second day of war, I guess it was. There was no defense lines there. It's another topic, because there was a lot of, let me check the word. And you know, I don't even remember. I wanted to translate it from Russian, but I forgot the Russian word. It's a good sign, because I was speaking Russian before the war, and I switched to Ukrainian.
Oh, okay.
And it's really hard to remember some Ukrainian words sometimes. And now I've forgotten the Russian word. This is finally better.
That's way better. Gideon says, "How do I invite?" What do you mean? Get invite to what?
I'll paste it. How do I invite? Yeah,
I'm not sure what you mean about the invite, but
let's wait for him to reply.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I've translated the word. There's a treason happened in the beginning of war. Some of our military, or maybe special forces, they let Russians in from Crimea. They've let them into Kherson Oblast. Kherson region. This is why there was almost no defense in the first day. This is why a huge part of our territory was taken by Russians. We still have a lot of treachery these days. We have a lot of collaborators who's working with the enemy. It's really hard to understand them. What are they driven by to let Russians, to make them kill their neighbors? And this is really hard to understand. But we have, like, I guess, from 1 to 3%, I'm sure of it, we have collaborators in our country. It's not a big percentage, but in the size of a country, it's like hundreds, sometimes thousands of people are really waiting for this ugly Russian world to come to their homes and to destroy their homes. These people are something, and they should be punished for that, definitely, because this is such a, we have a check. Let me translate this set of words. High treason?
Yeah.
Do you call it like that?
Yeah.
High treason. So yeah, we call it in here like a governmental treason. I mean, the set of words is definitely
we just call it, it's pretty much just called high treason here. That's what I've heard whenever there's been any kind of, treason in North America that's very, like, against the government or against, like, any kind of military tactics, stuff like that. People call it high treason. Which you would think, I mean, like, treason's treason, but whatever. I mean, I guess there are degrees of severity, so.
Yeah, treason is an ugly thing, and it's really hard to understand people who are doing that.
Yeah.
And I was talking about HIMARS. So HIMARS started to hit Russian bridges not Russian, bridges on occupied territories.
Yeah, yeah.
There are some strategic bridges there. I want to show you the map, if it's going to be possible in this room. Let me try to set this, because you need to see this. It's really interesting, I guess. Let me check. Okay, it's the window, and now I'm gonna move the laptop in here. Yeah, I guess it's gonna work.
Yeah, it'll work.
I just need to get a bit closer. Yeah, like this. And now I need to find the map. So we're moving to the south of our country in here, to Kherson Oblast, and this will, okay, you see the Crimea is down here. Oh no, it's too far. Oh, you can see it. Maybe it is too far. Can I actually? Yeah, I can zoom in here.
Hey, there we go.
Right. Awesome. Okay, so we have a Dnipro River in here.
Okay.
And if we get closer, there are only two bridges in Kherson Oblast. This one.
Okay.
This is Nova Kakhovka. You see it?
Yeah.
There's actually a dam in there.
Okay, yeah.
So HIMARS struck this one yesterday, I guess. They always do this in the night. Night surprises. Okay, this first bridge, and next one is right near the Kherson itself. Do you see Kherson?
Yep. And
there is this bridge is called Antonov Bridge. You see Antonivka, and this bridge is called Antonov. So this bridge was struck 2 times already. I guess it is closed for military transport already. So we cut Russian supply lines off. They started from down here, from Crimea.
Yeah.
They transported their shit to this part of Kherson Oblast.
Mm-hmm.
The Kherson region is, you see, it's kind of big. Yeah, this is it. This is the, okay, I need to, yeah, now you see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see the border in here.
Mm-hmm.
So the biggest part is near the Crimea, but this part is only connected by 2 bridges in here.
Yeah.
One and the second one in here. So when we cut them off, they will be totally cut off from the big land.
Yeah.
So all that group of Russian army will be trapped there, and they will be easy to get rid of. So this counterattack from this side and this side already is going. We had some information about surrounding of Russian forces near this village, but I guess they are not true. They're still not surrounded. You see, they have a supply line, but they are half circled already.
Yeah.
So the tactics of our forces can be just by surrounding some groups of Russians and making them just lay down their weapons and become prisoners of war.
Yeah.
This is one of the tactics. And so I guess, and I hope that's something that we're gonna see in the next months. I hope to see more of that. I'm switching back to the camera. I showed you a bit of map, so we're really happy in here that bridges are becoming target.
Yeah, that's huge.
This
cut off their
that's
lines,
huge.
right? So
Yeah, cut off the supply lines and make their that part of army like circled.
Yeah,
One from one side, it's going to be just a river. The bridges are pretty strong. They need to be hit like maybe 10 times more for it to go down,
yeah,
but it's still with holes in it. The bridge itself can still be, um,
used. Yeah,
the word used. Yeah, the bridge can be used, but some huge transports are at risk already because
yeah.
they can
The more weight you
get
put on
down.
there, if it's damaged, right? So
Yeah, I will find you the video soon. I guess I'll maybe post it in my story also in here on Instagram because I think Gideon will be interested in seeing that too.
yeah,
Yeah, and he was saying to us that high treason is a legal term that is not relevant in high courts.
more of a term. Oh, so it's just treason's the charge, but high treason's just like a term essentially. You know.
Yeah, but
I think
we call it what?
no, I said I think that's what Gideon means by that. It's like the actual charge. If you were going to court and being charged, it would still just be treason. Like I don't think high treason's a separate charge, at least here in North America. But
Okay, it's interesting.
yeah,
I think this might be the same in here. I'm just not a lawyer, and I don't
yeah,
know
I'm not a
those
lawyer either. Yeah, so.
small differences. And yeah, there's another bridge across the river somewhere in those. Yeah, I forgot to show you the third bridge they hit. Next time I will show it to you. Guess there will be more strikes in a week and some more to show you. But yeah, HIMARS is working better. It's working more and really stopping Russians. Finally, we had weapons that can turn the actions against Russians.
Yeah, turn the tides a little.
Turn the tides. That's the phrase I was looking for in my mind, but I forgot it. Thank you, Jen.
Yeah, no problem.
Another thing, what Russia does to our grain fields, it just burns them. And they are striking it with artillery and with multi-rocket launcher systems.
Yeah.
So our fields are just burning. This is not good because we're losing our word. Harvest, yes, that's the word I knew, but I forgot it. We're losing our harvest, and I guess not much, but in Kherson Oblast, there's a lot of burned fields already. There's the tactics of Russians to starve us also, and
destroy your
to
economy.
damage our economy again. About the number of warehouses and destroyed bases of Russians. Can you imagine? In a week, it's around 30. Huge number of. It's actually maybe hard to realize how many is that.
Yeah.
When you're not, seeing it every day, but it's a huge number.
I mean, because like that's going to be all of their where they're storing all of their shit that they're distributing for the war, whether that's ammunition, food, whatever, right? Isn't it like those kind of warehouses just like storage and distribution?
Yeah, a huge warehouse where they transport their shells for their artillery to.
Okay.
And so there's a huge pile of those shells. And when HIMARS rocket is striking it, there's such a huge explosions. Sometimes they are huge, sometimes they're not. It depends on the size of the storage, but we saw some huge explosions in the last 3 weeks. Damn, some of them were looking like nuclear explosions, atomic bombs or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. So there's a lot of fireworks around occupied territories. I guess even though our officials saying that we're super accurate, but come on, man, the explosion that size, it will definitely damage at least one civilian. I guess, unfortunately, this is the price to the occupied territories. We cannot go getting our lands back without collateral damage. And
Yeah, unfortunately, the nature of war.
Yeah, but we're not like Russians. We're not gonna just do those. There's such tactics and term.
Yeah.
Let me check. Maybe there's a translation for it. Burn ground something. Burn ground tactics. Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't. I think. Well, I know what you mean, but I haven't heard the term.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scorched earth.
Oh,
Yeah,
scorched earth. I should have been able to figure that out by burnt ground, but yeah, I do know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, so their tactics is just a scorched earth. They're destroying the towns,
Yeah.
cities, villages to the ground, and then when there's nothing to defend there, then there's no buildings. They just go inside and clear it out. So it's really hard for our army to defend the cities. This happened to Severodonetsk. We've seen a lot of reports from there that Russians were just destroying block by block. They were getting rid of buildings, so our soldiers were forced to retreat to the other buildings, and they got rid of those ones, and so on and so on. So there's no city left to defend. It's just the ground. This is why our forces needed to retreat, because artillery won't stop.
Yeah.
And damn Russia, their tactics is terrible, and unfortunately, that's what we have to deal with. What topics was I wanted to touch? Yeah, there's such a dude, maybe you've heard of him, Victor Orban.
No.
Have you heard? You know who it is?
No.
There's actually a prime minister of Hungary.
Oh, okay.
Hungary is our neighbor, and they are unfortunately a pro-Russian government.
Gotcha.
Most of their statements is just Russian propaganda. So they are a part of European Union, a part that always delaying all the decisions.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Hungary and Viktor Orban is unfortunately a Russian agent at the moment, and they're giving us some trouble by delaying the decisions of European Union. And some of their statements are just funny. Well, because they are absurd. Just listen to one that Viktor Orban said a couple of days ago. He said that sanctions obviously doesn't work. Moscow stood them, and they are strong sanctions. We need to cancel the sanctions. It's a typical Russian propaganda. They're usually saying that to their people. They're saying in their propaganda, they're saying that we're strong. Sanctions is nothing. We can do the import canceling. So term, I don't think I can translate the term, but Russians have a term that maybe I'm able to translate it. Import substitution.
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, so they actually are making their own. Oh shit! By the way, the word from 1984 Uh, but I don't know how it's called in English. Newcomer? No, it's not. The language, that new language that
yeah. Import substitution. So it's the idea of blocking import of manufactured goods to help an economy increase the demand for domestically produced goods.
Yeah, this is it. So that's the principle. That's the principle that Russia is living right now, because sanctions blocked most of the income from import.
Yeah.
I mean, the details for their goods, sometimes even for the paper. They are now producing not white paper, it's yellow paper, and they told their citizens that this kind of paper is better.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
That's the good stuff for your eyes, because when the black font is written in the white paper, it's to contrast, and when it's on the yellow, that book mode on your phone,
yeah,
the yellow
exactly.
so it's really funny. And Russians, what else? Orban also said that sanctions doesn't work, and we must stop supporting Ukrainian with weapons too, because it's just useless. Russian potential is so huge that it doesn't mean how many weapons will you give to Ukraine. Russia will have more. So you just don't need to try. You need to abandon those tactics. And yeah, they are always playing for Russia. I guess that dude is really corrupted by Putin.
Like holy shit.
Yeah, so now you know the official position of Hungary. I didn't tell you that before, right? You didn't know that
at all, honestly.
A European country is like that.
Fucking bonkers. I had no idea.
The second country that's the same as Hungary is Serbia. They have pro-Russian government too, and but they're not given that many statements about Ukraine, because I guess
Serbia part of Ukraine?
No, they are not. This is why. It's the first reason. And the second reason, they are not our territorial neighbors. This is why they're pretty far from us, and they cannot give, they don't have much in common with us.
Yeah.
And I see Charlie Kirby joined right when we need to finish.
Hey, Charlie.
Charlie, hi. I'm glad to see you. Hey Rick, hey Jed, I'll be able to join again in a bit, but drop to say hi. Hey Charlie, really glad that you made it, but we've got to finish for today. It's been an hour already. Okay, let's touch one more topic before we go. We started an hour ago. We usually start that time. But have you get back from Thailand? Thailand. How do we call it in English?
Thailand.
Land. Because in here we call it Thailand. Ukrainian version,
Yeah. Slightly different.
Yeah. So, what topic will I touch for you? Yeah, you back in the UK. So, an hour before this time, we usually begin. What time is it in UK right now? It's like 8 p.m. maybe, I guess. So it's usually your 7 p.m. maybe. Chick was texting. I said he said Rick.
That's right.
Okay.
Early, we normally start at 7 your time.
Yeah. So we normally start at 7 your time. Next Sunday, 7 p.m. Charlie, we're gonna be waiting for you. Jet knows.
Yeah.
Okay, so you lost me a bit. Okay, I'll remember that. Thank you for that. And one more topic. What else? Oh, a small topic. See you then. Okay, before you go, Charlie, $1 you donate for Ukrainian army, save $10 you donate for Ukrainian refugees. If you ever want to donate to Ukraine, do it to our army, because that's a priority. That's what we need. And by the way, that's a platform for Ukraine, an official one, the government platform, United 24.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you can donate right to the army. Don't forget about that. We really need your support, guys. Just $1 per month will be already something. Believe me, it decides. Okay, you needed to go, Charlie, and we're gonna finish for today then. I've been really glad to see you. The world is in crisis, but pussy and alcohol's the rule. Yeah. Okay, get in. I guess this will never change. Yeah, because
some things never change. Some things never change.
Yeah, that's not the basic needs of people, but they kind of are in our society.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, guys. Thanks. See you next week. Yeah. See you next week, Charlie. Okay, Jed. Thank you for being here with me. Thank
Always.
you for this stream. There were not many topics, but I guess it went well anyway. We had. I guess we'll always have something to discuss.
Well, that's just it too, and that's the thing. When there's only a couple topics, it just allows us more time to get into them, right? So it's good.
Yeah, that's actually good. Getting it like deeper into topics is really good. So I guess we'll always find something to talk about, and I'm not going to be worried about this anymore. And next time,
yeah, awesome.
Yeah, this will be great. Okay, thank you. Also, get in. Thank you, gentlemen. Love the insight. Thank you for being here. I'm really glad to see you, and see you in a week.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jed.
Same time next week.
Glory to Ukraine.
Glory to heroes.
Yeah. And, well.
That's it. Okay. See you next week.
That's
Awesome
it.
stream.
Bye.